talofa olo e mai mo mai le tautua le ala talua le Kvzktv Pango America Samoa. You are watching Kvzktv Channel 2 Pango American Samoa.
O te whaatalofatu sa whaapopongo tala mai leo KVCK mo le afiafi le neo le asungofua. E mumu atu atina i te tele le malo o ngā ruenga ia lo whaawau ina pēr lo na whaatinoina i le itao fia e ilu itao o le COVID-19 o lo whenga i male atunu o. Mai le vai aso na te nei le ana whaawau ina ai a si singa masania le fionga le kovana sili ia le manu pale poisi a le ngā maunga mo le asio nisu atina e lo whausia le te minei e tusai mafufua ngā rua mao le malo mo le manui o le atunu o. O se tasi wa tina i tele lo taura i ele sirisila le malo o le vaenga le pakaliona le pei mo fuafua le malo mo le whaatino i o se atina i tele leo i fuafuanga mo le swinga te tele le ngata le vaenga tonu lea e la talata le sami e whaapea e fo i ma le vaenga o i talonga le whanau le teminei ma le malai te nisi. O atina e neo la a fausia i se awala savali o ni fale Samoa, whaapea maisi atina e pe o se siwon le taufiai ele wa amata na ai ele sami, whaapea mawaenga e nofo ma tafa whawai tangata. I fuafuanga lava mo le atina e no le varenga, o lo fausia i nei ofisa fowal matanga luenga wa onga i le Lima Street. O le vaenga fo i lava lea ua i se fuafuanga le malo e fausia i se mautanga se ngase fow, o no le naunau ta inga lava i whaale lea lea au nanga mo le malo le aturu. E pe ona sau noa le fionga le kovana sili a le manu pale poisi al ngā maunga o atina e nei le malo o le a manu iai tangata uma.
Ile o whaatangaina le tali o tangata lau tele i tau saminga tutonu o whale inga, e pei ona whaamanino mai le lutena kovana i lana saunoanga i le tai au nei, ma le au tusitala. Ile whai unga le vai aso na te nei na o atuai se sui o le KVCK i se tasi o whale inga, e au mai se oka i se tasi o whale inga i tāfuna, a iloa ai o loo iei nisi sa tau sasami ai tutonu i lea whale inga. E se whaamtalanga le fionga le lutena kovana na ia saunoa i e whaapea. E leo whaatangaina whale inga o na tatala e tusai ma le polo inga le kovana sili o whaalavlave tutupu whaafusei. Ma o whale inga fo inei o lo whaawau pea lo la tau soli o le polo inga o le awhengai ma le tulafono e tusai ma le polo inga. I lalo le vaenga wha o le polo inga, workplaces, o loo manino ai le pui e. I le whaatangaina o na tau mamafanisi tutonu o whale inga, se wangana ai le whaatau o le mea ai ma ave le whale e tau sami ai. I lalo fo i le polo inga o loo manino ai whaasalanga moho i lato uma, e le i usta i le polo inga. E o mai le taiminei ua lima awhewhitse lau wha se fulwha leo wha i o le atunu ua wha mawina ua awhia iau ngor COVID se fulmaneiva, talon BBC tua le wha mai le atunu. It's a reporting ma le tamaitai fo mai a Dr. Lauvao mai isuenga e selau malfa sa whaia i le aswana nafi. E to tolu tangata na maua wa awhia iau ngor COVID o se numera pa uma walalo lea pe a fua i vai aso wa tuanai talu mai le amatanga o le COVID se fuluiva. Mai le numera e lima afe fit se lau wha se fuluwha wa whaamawina wa afia. E o mai le tau nei wa lima afe tolu se lau wha se fuluiva i la tau wa toi malalosi po ua mai e le teimina whaanofo i se ai. O lona winga e tolu se lau lima se fululima i la tau o lo iai pia le si amo le COVID le teiminei. O ta funo lo ma walunga i pea le au whaingo tangata o le atunu ua whaamawina wa afia i le COVID i le afe ma le wha. O nuuli onu se lau lima se fulu tasi, o leone fa se lau lima se fulu, ma ili i le tolu se lau fa se fulu tolu. E o mai le so e le ai sesi wa afia i le COVID-19 i manua. Ua valu se fulu fate si maltasi pasene le au whaio le atunu ua mai a umatu i lua, a e valu se fulu valu te si mal 5% ua mai a le tu i tasi. E vitus fultolu tausanga le matua o se tamana maliu le mo tanga ngase I fanga alu I le asona nafi ono ngase tu mau ai ua whaamaunia fo I isuenga sa whaia wa fia ia unga le COVID se fuluiva. I se whaamtalanga mai le li fumai a Dr. Kapusi Lantua o lo ta wai e whaapea. O le tamae pe ona maliu wa mai ona tui e lua ai le I whaia se tui o le pusta. E te whaamtalanga le li fumai o le ua maliu e tele ona ngase tu mau. O le maliu ai o le neita maa wa atoa ia I le lua se fulu limo tangata o le atunu ua maliliu talu ona pipisi tua le whaamai o le COVID se fulu iwa I le atunu. E mafua mai I ngase tu mau a e a fia fo I ia unga o le COVID se fulu iwa. O lo ilo I le teiminei se pepo ta iala a le mau ngase o le LBJ mo le whaatino ino maliu o tangata o le atunu wa maliliu I le COVID se fulu iwa. E pe iona ripotia atu I tatu tala I naiva yaso wa tuanai. O tangata uma sa maliliu le mau ngase mafua mai ia unga le COVID. Sa le mawhai ona whaatangaina a inga I totonu o le vaenga sa taufiai ma maliliu ai. Ono le popolenga I le pepesi ai o le siama o le COVID da atunu. O nisi o a inga sa maliliu o la tangata mai ia unga le COVID sa leva o na talusanga mo siava noa si whaamawai ai I pele ua maliliu ai o le tulafona le LBJ e whaasa o na tatala le pusa maliu. I le pepo ta iala le ua fuafua e saini le so e le pulenga le mo ngase. O le amawhai ai e tangata se to alua pe to tolu mai I le ainga e whaamawai I le ua maliu. Ma o le awhaia uma lava whaapitoa po le PPE mo le puipuinga o tangata o ainga a o iai tonu o le whalemai ma o whaata eleina o le maliu ma whaalava o le awhaia uma I le au whainga luenga. E tu sai mal polo inga mo whaatinoinga o sauninga mo maliu. E na o le whaalava I tula e whaatinoina I sauninga e amata atu e le teime tu uai le tino maliu. Le whale maliu se ia mai ai le teime la fua iai le tino maliu.
Walo ia nei le whiriwhiri o moe whaawo Mr. William T. Emsley Jr. E ave mo whaatonu sira le mauta ngase o le LBJ le mai ai le whaatala noina o le awanoa. Sa whaia le komiti whaafoe le mauta ngase I le vai aso o tonai. I se tanoanga lau KVCK mo le taitaifono le komiti whaafoe a Dr. Malo mo maua tui o le senga. Na ia taua e to iwa I la tuna talusanga mo le nei awanoa. Mai le numera e to tasi na toe whau I tuala na talusanga. Ma le isi to tasi le ianga waa. Ona le tau se siel a wala sa whailo mai mo le whai o talusanga I le awanoa. Na whaalia fo e le taitaifono e whaapea. O le to fitu na tutoe ai e to olua nise le au sia le tapulaa mo le awanoa. E na whaatalanoa lava e le komiti. Ina mai ai o whaatalanoa o le awanoa. Na pa umai lo I lalo tangata e to olua na tutoe e whai ele whiriwhiringa le komiti whaatonu o le mautanga ngase. Na sau noa tui o le senga. E na o le o whiriwhiria na o atu le whaatalanoa ino le awanoa ma le fuafuanga po le 2-year plan. A wale anga I lumo le mautanga ngase. Ma isi vaenga na sila e le komiti whaafoe I le teimi o lana whiriwhiringa. E teleni anga vaa o le sunga ia moe whaawo e le ngata rei tui lono soifua a onga. E whaapea I fo I vaenga ese o le malona tautua I tausanga o tuanai. Ma o se tasi fo I ele to mai tuo ngā ruenga wha insidia ma le whaateko no kolosi. O nisi sa talosanga le avanoa o la tau lava lo ngā rua le mautanga ngase le teimi nei. Whaapea ma se tamai taifo mai e to tasi.
E na o whanau a onga ua mai atu I lua o le COVID o le amawhai o na whaatanga I toi fo iatu ia onga mo le whaatinoi no vasenga masani le potua onga. E tu sa I o se fuafuanga le mtanga luenga o a onga. O whanau uma fo I le whinga ngalo iai mātua e awina atu I le a onga mo le whaatinoi no a onga I le potua onga. E whaawau lava le whai o vasenga I lunga o penga ta whailangi. I le taimi o le whunutanga le kāpeneta I le vai aso nei lea na whaia I lunga o penga ta whailangi. Na whaalau I loa ai e le whaatono mtanga luenga o a onga I a Dr. Tala Wenga Samasoni a Saeli e whaapea. Ui iai nei le wha moe to e te tala a onga mo le whaatinoina o vasenga masani e o le a whaatapula alo na whaatinoina. O lātou uma I le vasenga o le ECE o a onga whaata itai ma le vasenga tasi le vasenga wha o le a wha wau le whainga o a onga mai le whale I lunga o penga ta whailangi. Ai o le vasenga lima se I o ia onga mawarulunga o le a whaatapula atai me vasenga e tasi I le vai aso I le potua onga ai o isi aso e whaia uma I lunga o penga ta whailangi. Na o lātou I le vasenga valu po 8th graders ma le vasenga senior ia onga mawarulunga o le a whaiva senga I le lua aso I le potua onga ma aso I tolu o le a whaia I lunga o penga ta whailangi. O me aia le whanau o le a tuwhatuwhaina I aso uma ia onga ma whale o aing o le a wawina mai ai I lunga o penga ta whailangi. O tai au le ufufu e whamautu mai ai ngol malanga I Samoa, pe a mai a se tara noanga I le vā o le matanga luenga o le soifua maloloina I pia, ma le tātou matanga luenga o le soifua maloloina I tāfuna. E talitonu lau KVCK o nisi o ai inga I le malanga mai Amerika Samoa, e au fiai ma le whai o resitala I lunga le talo for pass. O le aso lulu nei, le ana fuafu e a matai malanga mai I pia, e pitai o lo tau whamautu ai inga, o le malanga atu I pia e tusai o se reporti, mai I le soifua maloloina. Usi mai lau mai moa I tala mai I pia. O le mata upu inga luenga whaavaitaimi ni usila ma usetalia o mata upu sa nga I eita walumanga ale mauta whaitu la fono I Samoa tuto tasi le vai asu nei. O nei mata upu e au fiai tutongi o tangata e pe a o atu I fafo mo le nei ngā luenga. O mata upu le vai o tangata nei I company ma whaatoanga o le a ngā lurue ai maise o le whainga le tala whenga I le vau tangata whainga luenga ma lato whainga luenga ino tangata mai I Samoa. E to tele nisi na o atu I ngā luenga whaavaitaimi o na o le whaitio I le o nisi o avanoa sa maua ai mai se fale na no fuai.
Tala nela Amerika Samoa me le fisa wa I tau tāwhuna. Poa nā nei mā tele nā woa, tāpesolo timu, mā lue fituwalu, sa vili angi lau tasi o le se fulu maila li tū lā. A solua ma le poa la solua, e mā tele nā woa, e te olu timunga, e vele valuono, mā lue fituwalu, sa vili angi lau tasi o le se fulu maila li tū lā. A solulu ma le poa la solulu, e mā tele nā woa, e te olu timunga, e vele valuono, mā lue fituwalu, sa vili mai saute I se sae e se fulu lima maila li tū lā. Asa tofie o le pola sfaraile e mā tele na woa, te ulu tibunga, me vele valuono, mā lue fituwalu, sa vili mai se sae se fulu lima maila I le I tū lā.
Talofa and welcome to this quick update on KVCK TV. Thanks for joining us. Governor Lemanu Palapoisialinga Maunga is continuing his inspection of ongoing projects across the territory with a stern warning to contractors to ensure that quality work is done and completion period adhered to. Governor Lemanu began his latest inspection last week Friday with a visit to the Lions Park area where he expressed satisfaction on the plans now being finalized to develop this part of the seaside area. Governor Lemanu later visited the area on Lima Street where the construction work has been carried out to build 2 new offices belonging to the Department of Education. Last year, the Department of Commerce, in a presentation to Governor Lemanu Palapoisialinga Maunga, said they are ready to move forward with what is designated as the Innovation and Technology Campus of American Samoa project. According to DOC Director Peti Matila, the project would provide an additional public realm, a bustling retail strip featuring cafes, direct access banking facilities, restaurants and a business area. In addition, the waterfront project will become a pedestrian-friendly precinct with many community benefits while focusing on preserving the natural resources that currently exist near the Pala Lagoon and protecting the eroding shoreline. The layout of the development covers most of the area starting from Tassis Street to Lima Street and along the main road. The project includes approximately 12 dwellings ranging from 3 to 4-story buildings, sports complexes, shoreline upgrades, a walking trail, a seawall, a beach multi-sport court, tennis courts, a modern playground, volleyball and basketball courts. During an interview last year with Governor Lemanu, he said this development is designated to enable people and businesses to thrive. In addition, the public will benefit from a new section of the Ocean Sidewalk and sports facilities. The local digital economy is on the rise, and this park will serve as a hub for all technology and innovation-type businesses. The Department of Public Works is also identifying Lions Park as a potential location for the new hospital. The plan includes newly created office spaces for ASG and private businesses currently leasing a section of the Lions Park. According to the Governor, Priority will be given to those ASG offices and businesses currently located at Lions Park to relocate inside the new development upon completion. The total capital cost for the development has yet to be determined.
Lieutenant Governor Talawinga Leasalova Alele says that he is aware of non-compliance by some local restaurants since the country moved to codeless lockdown. During this morning's press conference, Lieutenant Governor said he has received numerous complaints from ordinary law-abiding citizens, other operators and employees about the situation in these restaurants. This practice of disregarding the regulation, directions and protocol reportedly include practice such as restaurants operating during curfew does not only risk these businesses' license, but also endanger the safety of their loyal customers and dedicated workers. Lieutenant Governor Talawinga says Department Police Station is again being asked to assist and the Task Force Committee is appealing yet again for their cooperations, as the community cannot risk having any of its hard-earned gains reversed. According to the latest declaration, restaurants may provide take-out only. Dine-in service is prohibited.
In dining at restaurants is currently prohibited, so there's no amount of number is allowed. Whether it's 10 or 15, it's just prohibited. You can't have people eating in restaurants. So if people are eating in restaurants right now during lunch hours, you are in violation of the governor's declaration. The Department of Public Safety and the commissioner is well aware of these requirements. And restaurants who are discovered violating this will be cited for violating the declaration.
As of this morning, the American Samoa cumulative case count since the outbreak is 5,744. Dr. Elizabeth Laval confirmed to KVCK News from 104 tests conducted yesterday, only 3 people tested positive of COVID-19, while the territory has made important progress in battling COVID-19. We still have to do more to reduce the virus spread and put this pandemic behind us. Speaking at the press conference this morning, she said, "We are making important progress, but now is not the time to let our guard down," adding that the territory needs to do more to vaccinate all of those who are eligible. We're in a very critical period as we work to turn the corner with the cumulative count of 5,744 recorded cases in the territory. 5,389 individuals have recovered. Tafuna leads with 1,004 recorded cases, Nu'uli 651, Leone 450, and Ili 343. No reported cases of COVID in Manua. Since this morning, a total of 84.1% are fully vaccinated and 88.5% have at least one dose. COVID-19 has claimed the life of a 73-year-old man in the past 24 hours. Dr. Kapusi Landua confirmed the 73-year-old male passed away yesterday due to his comorbidities, but he also tested positive of COVID-19. A total of 15 people have died in American Samoa since the outbreak due to underlying medical conditions at COVID-19. COVID-19 has changed our lives, rituals, and routine, and is now impacting the way families honor their loved ones who have recently passed away. The LBJ hospital has made it clear since the first COVID death that no family members are allowed inside the COVID ward, but that may soon change once LBJ's new COVID funeral policy is approved. In a press conference this morning, LBJ's Dr. Akapusi Landua said LBJ wants to make sure that the opportunities that will be given to at least 2 or 3 family members to say farewell to their loved ones is safe to prevent and minimize the spread of COVID-19 to the family members and the community. Although embalming will be allowed, touching of the bodies of the loved ones will not be allowed. Here is more from Dr. Landua.
After we included the embalming process to be included in the preparation of the bodies of your loved ones before they are taken home. This policy will be made available and will be given out today to the task force, and it will be made available to the members of the community. And I would like to assure the family members that the process of embalming and no embalming will be explained, and It will be the information will be provided to you in greater detail when you are in the hospital during this most difficult time of getting the bodies of your loved ones in the hospital.
The LBJ Board of Directors have unanimously selected Moifa Awo, Mr. William T. Emsley, as the new CEO for the LBJ for the next 2 years. A press release from the hospital says the selected candidate is overwhelmingly qualified, supported by immense and superior experiences, excellent educational background, is a highly skilled administrator with splendid knowledge in government operations as well as refined abilities in technology and engineering matters, which turned out to be extremely favorable assets to the board of directors. Moreover, the selected candidate was the only one who responded fully in providing remarkable body of evidence of competencies with professional achievements and accomplishments of his past work history, a category often overlooked or not required by other boards in their quest for suitable CEO. Furthermore, the selected candidate was the only interviewee who submitted a 2-year plan for the board's review. The press statement says the offeree is a proud U.S. veteran with whom had been honorably discharged from the U.S. Navy. A total of 9 applications were received, and of that 9, 1 withdrew and 1 was qualified for not following delivery protocols and instructions. Of the 7 that were screened, 2 failed to meet the minimum requirements, but the board graciously granted them courtesy interviews nevertheless. The remaining 5 were thoroughly evaluated through lengthy interviews and the examination of records and files submitted by the applicants. After the review, the search narrowed down to 2 finalists, and then 1 was successfully and unanimously selected by the board. Chairman of the LBJ Board of Directors, Dr. Malo Wamao says the selected candidate has demonstrated his abilities as a strong and emphatic leader who has moved things quickly to their successful completion in a brief period of time for the sake of collective interest to the benefit of LBJ employees. These actions include the creation of an after-hours kiosk to provide complimentary meals for the staff, redesigning the hazardous pay scheme to reflect the complex nature of LBJ's working conditions, bringing in 2 crews of U.S. certified doctors, nurses and other healthcare workers to provide needed relief to our overstretched local staff during the surging phase of the pandemic, and generated a more LBJ-wide policy providing balance to the sensitive needs of our people during the passing of their loved ones with other regulatory mandates.
Only students who have not completed both shots will be allowed to attend in-person learning. If parents feel that they do not want to have their children attend in person, they can continue to attend classes virtually. Director of the Department of Education, Talawenga, Dr. Samasoni Asailis said the Department of Education is finalizing a DOE hybrid plan to reopen schools for in-class instructions on alternate days. Early childhood education, ECE, kindergarten, and grades 1 through 4 will continue virtual learning from home. Grade 5 to high school seniors will have a staggered schedule, 1 day per week in class instructions, 4 days virtual learning from home. Only 8th graders and high school seniors will have a schedule of 2 days a week in class instructions and 3 days of virtual learning from school. School meals will be provided every day for all students. They will be served at the school for those attending in-class learning and delivered to the homes of the students doing virtual learning.
When the Code Red declaration was made, we shifted from in-person to virtual learning. So learning was still going on. Of course, there is some learning loss with students working from home and teachers, but we are planning to do summer school programs, like summer school for credit program for seniors who are at risk right now, to help them complete the requirements in order to move on. We cannot extend the school year beyond June because we have students that are planning to go off island and attend colleges and universities, others that plan to go and join the military. So we don't want to hold back their plans, but we want to make sure that we provide all the necessary support to support them before they move on.
The Ministry of Health in Apia and our Department of Health will be meeting virtually tomorrow to finalize plans for flight schedule for the week between Pango Pango and Apia. Dr. Laval told KVCK News that DOH is waiting on plans from the Ministry of Health in Samoa before the go-ahead is given by the task force. Laval, however, said that travelers from Samoa will be required to register on Talofa Pass and complete DOH health clearance form and must be signed by a licensed physician in Apia within 1 week of travel. It is also a requirement that every travel must test negative of COVID-19. When the Samoa Parliament resumed this morning, new legislation will be tabled aimed at improving working conditions for seasonal workers in Australia and New Zealand. The Labour and Employment Relations Amendment Bill 2022 was discussed in a members' preceding session on Monday and will be tabled by the Minister for the Ministry Chief Executive, Pulotu Lyndon Chuling, said the preceding three main issues were addressed. This includes 2 yearly reviews of the minimum wage paid to seasonal workers. It also covered workers' treatment and harassment. One of the main reasons troubles started in relationship between workers and employers. There was a call for a full review of the scheme earlier this year after allegation of substandard working and living conditions and accusation by the workers of being treated like slaves.
This is your weather forecast, American Samoa. Tonight, mostly cloudy, scattered showers, lows in the upper 70s, variable winds up to 10 miles per hour. Tuesday and Tuesday night, mostly cloudy, numerous showers, highs in the mid-80s, lows in the upper 70s, variable winds up to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday and Wednesday night, mostly cloudy, numerous showers, highs in the mid-80s, lows in the upper 70s, southeast wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday through Friday night, mostly cloudy, numerous showers, highs in the mid-80s, lows in the upper 70s, east winds 10 to 15 miles per hour.